What's up, guys? So, how is going on with everyone? So, welcome to my new video of React.js. So, now in this video, we will be looking to how operations work, how if else and how if else work, and what are ternary operations. And basically, these are conditional operations. So, if one condition is true, then one thing would be followed. If not, then other thing would be followed. So it's something like this. So anyways, as you guys might be a programmer, so you might be knowing all these things, because you can't program anything without this conditional operator. Okay, so now we were in this app.js. So now let's create another component file. Let's create a folder and call it operators. Inside it we will be creating operators.js, and now here in app.js we now let's comment out this thing, and now let's just import operator from components slash so let's just include it here. Okay, so now let me create a class component here. Let the dialog box come. Okay, so now we also need to make the constructor here. So rconst is the shortcut key for it. Okay, so now let's just create a boolean value, for example a, and the value of a is true. Okay, so now here in render, we, as you guys know, that we render the component, that whatever is inside the parent tag of this return, the same thing would be rendered for this particular component. But now if the value of a is true, I want to render one thing, and if it's false, then I want to render another thing. So let's just see how it works. So here you can see if this dot state dot a, then return is true. So the if else are just like your simple programming C language. There's no any modification in their spelling or something like that. Is false. Okay, so now here if this dot state dot is true, then I would be rendering this thing, or else I would be returning this div. So now let's just see. Okay, so a is true is what we can see. It is because when we only write the variable name, then it means we are asking whether the value of this thing, this variable, is 0 or not. 0 or not means if its value is 0, then it would go to else, or if its value is 1, 2, 3 or any number, then it would be following the same if loop, if condition itself. But now you guys might be saying that why to just to modify this true and false, why are we using if else? So obviously there are many ways through which you can standardize your code and you can compress it. Okay, so now let's just erase it. And one thing which I was thinking is, why not we create some variable. so we can't declare it here. So this is a normal div statement. So I am just using a variable, and then I would be using that same variable inside the return statement, so I don't have to do return statements. So here would be our JSX for this dot state dot for the variable m. So let's just see the output. So it didn't add the output. Let's try to use the whole div tag inside here. To put it inside the div. Okay, so now it rendered the variable when I just put it inside the div tag, and now again this one looks a bit lengthier and also difficult to understand. Obviously, if you have very long piece of code, then it might be more difficult if you use like this operations. And in order to overcome it, we have ternary operations. So the ternary operations are like the let me just give you the example. Okay, so here we have our div tag. So now here we are asking this dot state dot. So this is the more simpler one and more precise too. Again, if you are from programming background, then you guys might have got what I am writing here. So here it is the ternary operations. Ternary means it takes 3 operators at a time, 3 operations. And now this is here, this is this dot state dot a. It is asking what is the value of this variable. If it is true, then execute this statement, which is after the question mark. This question mark is asking that are you true or not. If you are true, okay, then go and execute this thing. Else, go and execute the thing after colon. So this is a very short and precise way of writing your code, and I hope you guys might have seen the output. And if I put it to false, then the other div would be present. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so this is the widely used conditional operator for React.js. As you can see, it makes the code pretty what you can say, pretty precise. And also here you can use conditioning, something like that, if it is less than or equal to 10. For example, if you have some values here like this, so this thing is a condition here which is being asked by this question mark. So this is how you guys are operating. You can operate and play around with conditions, and I hope you guys understood and got how we use conditions and operators in React.js. So thank you for watching it, and subscribe for more. See ya, bye.